The following is a presentation of PH Athletics. Here in Montvale, we're ready to go on another fall Friday night, and it is a big one for the Pascack Hills Broncos hosting the Teaneck Highwaymen. Fourth straight year these teams have played each other. All three in those past 4 years have gone to Hills, and the last two were both 1 point games. Not one score, 1 point. It's a big one for Hills, their first game of the season not in the league. They had their opener, lost against Mahwah 41-21. Then they went to Westwood, lost that one 27-0. But these are two teams that, to me, seem spitting images of each other. Both were in the Ivy just a couple of years ago. Last year missed the playoffs, their first year out of the Ivy. Both had 5 losses that year. Teaneck went 5-5, and Hills went 4-5. But now both seem to be on the rise. Teaneck started their year with a big win against Randolph in week 1. Randolph was a playoff team last year. They beat the Rams 47-12. And they had a tough comeback loss against Dumont in week 1. And last week they gave Pascack Valley a challenge. The Panthers had to come from behind in that one to defeat the Highwaymen. Final was 29-26. So Teaneck, in their second year under Coach Sequan James, is definitely a team to watch to make it back to the playoffs for the first time since 2017. As for Hills, they are looking to get back on the right track, and this was their first win, if you remember back to last season. They won at 13-12 at Teaneck's place. They're looking to continue a streak of 3 straight wins tonight, as you can see, led by the youth program Hillsdale Hawks. Here are your 2025 Pascack Hills Broncos in their new gray ghost uniforms this Friday night. Thanks for joining us. I'm Matt Merlino, along with Aiden Berkowitz on the computer. We are going to be right back with the anthem and PA intros. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take that off this.
Matt, do you have to do lights?
I fucked that up.
Let's give it up for the Hillsdale Hawk football players and cheerleaders. Welcome to Pascack Hills High School.
Ask you to do one
Good
thing.
evening, welcome to Varsity Stadium on the campus of Pascack Hills High School. Tonight, the Broncos of Pascack Hills take on the Highwaymen of
All you have to
Teaneck
do
High
is call
School
that.
Super Football Conference game. Tonight's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the NJSIAA. Fair competition among players. Overly encouraged. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing these rules and adhering to the NJSIAA spectator code of conduct. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion, as well as
back on. Back here after a great anthem performance, as always, from Mr. Dorr and the marching Broncos here at Pascack Hills. They're making their way back to the stands right now. We are getting ready for the coin toss here right now in Montvale, and it is a beautiful night. It was over 80 degrees for most of the afternoon here, and unbelievable that that's the way it has been in the middle of September. It's not exactly fall yet, technically, but come on, middle September, that's the fall season. Lights are on tonight. It will, of course, get cooler as the sun goes down a little further. Couple of mentions tonight. Gans just did the one for the class of 72 here at Pascack Hills. They are back in attendance, and so are the Hillsdale Hawks, who you saw run out with the Broncos earlier. That's the youth program combining all of the 1st through 8th grade football players from Montvale, Woodcliff Lake, and Hillsdale, New Jersey. The Highwaymen, after a long wait, now take the field themselves. You'll see them come in right there. And now we should be ready for a coin toss here. We'll get you the captains in just a moment. Looks like Jake Brew, Jacob Cherkis, Andre Jukadarian, and Ryan Lafferty. So 4 seniors as usual. And for the Highwaymen, their quarterback, Reese Lugo. Kevin Randolph, big player to watch tonight. I believe Demetrius Owens over there as well. He's another one to watch, big playmaker. And Jack Daniels, number 4, the senior for the Highwaymen. They are in white tonight with blue helmets. Hills in a new alternate uniform tonight, gray with orange numbers. I like to call them the gray ghost uniforms. And they have their usual white helmets on tonight. Crowd starting to file in. Stands are packed on this 3rd Friday night of September. And students coming along in, parents already here. We mentioned the class of 72 is back. Next home game is going to be a Saturday game, first Saturday of October, the 4th. That'll be at home against Dwight Morrow, and that's going to be a homecoming game. We're going to have food trucks up here by the field, and a whole bunch of alumni are going to come home and hopefully see a Hills win against Dwight Morrow, who so far this year has gotten off to an 0-2 start. There are no divisional games this week in the American Red Division, which is the one Hills competes in. Ramsey is at Pequannock. They're in the division lead right now with the 2-0 league record. Dumont is at home against Bergenfield. Westwood is traveling down to Essex County to play Caldwell this weekend. Mahwah is at Morris County Catholic on Saturday. Dwight Morrow, the folks from Englewood, they're also down in Essex County playing Milburn. And, of course, you have Hills this week playing the Teaneck Highwaymen. And for Teaneck in their division, the Patriot Blue, it's the same scenario. Very tough division. You got Old Tappan, Pascack Valley in there, among others. Old Tappan with a big game tonight. They're playing Ramapo. You got Valley tomorrow, another big game. They're playing Highlands, Northern Highlands, that is. Bergenfield, we mentioned them. They're going to be at Dumont. Riverdale tonight with the game at Parsippany Hills. Of course, Teaneck's here in Montvale, and Paramus is home against Wayne Valley tonight. It will be a Teaneck kickoff to get us underway. Back deep to return for Hills. I believe Jake Brew and maybe Andy Hamilton. Unsure. Usually it's Dane Brimijan, but I don't believe he is back there right now. And the kicker is going to be Jeremy Maloney, a senior for Teaneck. Their field goal kicker is Liam Fletcher, but Maloney is the kickoff kicker. Happy to be with you on this Friday night. I'm Matt Merlino. On the computer, working all the bits and pieces that make this what it is Aiden Berkowitz. We are underway on a Friday night in the fall here at Hills, and this one will be returned. It's a nice return all the way down to about the 43-yard line. Jake Brew with an amazing start for Pascack Hills. And they're going to have first down at their own 44. So here we go. First play from scrimmage on the night. Hills with 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line here. Liam Kaza continuing his role as the quarterback. Handed it off, and it's a gain of about 3 for the sophomore running back, Jack Epstein. So Epstein, with that gain, will bring up 2nd down and 7. And here comes the Hills offense once again. Coach Lampert, in his 5th year as the Hills head coach, 0-2 so far, but 2 tough games, Mahwah and Westwood. This one seen as a winnable one, but not with plays like that. Epstein tackled in the backfield, a loss of 1, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 8. Hills is at their own 46-yard line. The sun is not set yet, but it will in just a moment. And here comes 3rd and 8 for Hills. Kaza will hand it off once again, and this run goes nowhere again. A big Teaneck stop. And it'll be 4th down. I believe Andrew Hamilton was on that carry. No gain on the play. Here is 4th and 8, and the punting unit is on the field. So Kaza is going to punt this one. And the punt, a few seconds later, would have been blocked. This one will bounce towards the 19-yard line, maybe the 18, and it will stop there and be down there. So now our first chance to see the Teaneck offense and to see what they have in store with 2, what Coach Quan James told me, D1 potentially players, Kevin Randolph and Demetrius Owens, and of course their quarterback, Reese Lugo. The Highwaymen with a lot of talent. We're going to see what they can do with it tonight, looking for their first win since the first game of the season in late August. They're going to be all the way back at their own 18-yard line. Lugo is the quarterback. Kevin Randolph is lined up with him. Here's the snap. It's a little high. Lugo looking downfield. First play, he's got an open man. Caught for Dayton Walcott. And the first play of the game for Teaneck is going to be an incredible 82-yard touchdown. Dayton Walcott will get the reception, 82 yards. And about a 30-yard throw from Lugo. How about that? Here is Fletcher for the extra point. And a little bit of trouble. They're going to try for two now. It is caught. That will go for two, I believe. And it will, so it is 8-0. And the pass, if I'm not mistaken, was caught by Jalen Johnson, the junior. So Teaneck, off of just one play from scrimmage, has an 8-0 lead. And out come both of the kickoff teams. .9:28 to go in this first quarter. And I'm not sure what's happening here, but it looks like there may have been a penalty on the extra point that turned into a two-point conversion. They took it off of the board, but Lampert may have declined it. So some confusion. And instead of it being declined, the conversion is just going to be wiped off the board, so it will be instead a 6-0 lead for the Highwaymen. And they called it because the receiver, again, we believe to be Johnson, was ineligible. So there you have it. 6-0 Teaneck off the start. And we are going to get the kickoff now. And a nice kick back to near the 6-yard line for Hills. It will be returned. And again, another nice return for Hills here. Tackled at the 32-yard line now. And that looked like Hamilton on the return. So here comes the Hills offense. They'll start at their own 33, actually. And let's see what Hills can do on their second go of it. 3 and out last time. But now a chance to even up with the Tigers, or with the Highwaymen, excuse me. I was thinking Tenafly. They'll run it on the first play, and some nice room for Jake Brew. He was taken down forcefully by Kevin Randolph. but Brew with a gain of 6 on the play, and so it will be 2nd down and 3. Gain of 7, actually. They're at their own 40 now with 2nd down and 3. Kaza with 1 back and 3 receivers. They'll give it to Epstein. Epstein powers forward, and he's got the first Hills first down of this game. So Epstein gives Hills a fresh set of downs, now at their own 47. And only about 4 minutes into this one. 12-minute quarters, 8 minutes to go in the first one. Kaza on the keeper. He's going to get past the 50 and 2 yards more into Teaneck territory at the Highwaymen 48. It will be 2nd and 5 now after the gain from Liam Kaza, his first QB keeper of the day. Here comes 2nd and 5 at the Teaneck 48. This one will be a handoff for Hamilton. And it is still going. Jack Epstein, excuse me. He's got a good gain of probably 4 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. Jack Daniels making the tackle there. And let's see, a big 3rd down for Hills here. They're at the Teaneck 45, 3rd down and 2. It'll be a run, this one for Brew. Brew taken down by the back of the neck by 52 Connor Cesar. He did not get enough. No, the officials are calling for a first down. He was right on the line to gain, and he did get a fresh set right where they needed him at the Hills, at the Teaneck 43, excuse me. And let's see what they do with this fresh set. There's a snap. Kaza with the keeper, and a whole bunch of Highwaymen get to him. He's going to be tackled for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. Five minutes to go in this first quarter. Big Hills drive here. 6-0 Teaneck lead off of just one play, an 82-yard touchdown reception to Dayton Walcott. We thank you for joining us on this Friday night, 3rd Hills football game of this 2025 season. Kaza is back to throw, fires in coverage. It is caught. A great catch by Cody Jones, I believe. Yes, Cody Jones with a big reception for a Hills first down, and they're going to be all the way down at the Teaneck 25 now. Under 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. And here is 1st and 10 with Alex Lula in motion. Kaza with the handoff. Nice run. And this one will go for a first down and about 5-6 yards more inside the 10. Great run for Hills. They're going to go immediately. 1st and goal now. Another run up the middle and tripped up there. I believe that was Epstein. So now 2nd and goal coming after about a 2-yard gain. They'll be at the 8-yard line here. They'll be at the 7. They'll take their time on this play. And now they're going to get set. 2.5 minutes to go. Hills trying to tie things up, and they could take the lead if a touchdown in PAT occurs. This will be a jet sweep. Jake Brew turns it up, finds a hole, and is in for a Hills touchdown.
There you go, buddy. Jake Brew turns the corner, 6-yard touchdown run.
6 yards for the senior, and Jake Brew has tied things up at 6. And now we will see if the sophomore George Harcher is able to boot this one in for a 7-0 lead, and he is no good. So we stay tied at 6. So an exciting start to this one. 6-6 coming down to the end of the first quarter. Back in Montvale, Liam Kaza kicking off. A 6-6 ball game here after the Jake Brew touchdown run. This one will roll out of bounds, and that will draw a flag. So Teaneck with good field position now. And a great chance to pick up touchdown number 2. They had an 82-yard bomb in just one play on offense. Hills took it more slowly, worked their way up the field, and Brew eventually punched it in on that jet sweep. 6 yards for the senior Jake Brew for his first touchdown this season. And here comes the Reese Lugo-led Highwaymen offense. They show 3 wideouts, and they'll motion Demetrius Owens. It will be another throw for Lugo, facing the pressure. He fires over the middle. Owens with a nice diving catch, and he's got a Teaneck first down at their own 48. That's number 1, Kevin Randolph, a flag in the backfield. Usually that means holding. Randolph goes for a gain of 4, but let's see what the penalty is. It will be a hold against Teaneck, so this one will come back. Under 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter, and we are still tied at 6, but Teaneck trying to drive. This flag is going to push them back quite a bit. They'll be back at their own 38 now. And it's going to be 1st and 20 for the Highwaymen. Clock is running. Minute 50 to go. And this will be Randolph again. Very explosive player. Gaining maybe 7 yards on the play. And it will be 2nd down and 13 now. As Lugo looks to throw, fires out to his left. That's Dayton Walcott, who had the big touchdown earlier. Walcott trying to evade tacklers, but eventually the pressure gets to him. Still with a nice gain to bring up 3rd down and about 6 here. Teaneck on the hillside of the field at the Bronco 49 now. Here's a big one, 3rd and 7. They'll go to Randolph. Randolph finds a hole. He's got a first, and he's got open grass in front of him. Kevin Randolph sprinting free, and he is in. Another explosive Teaneck touchdown. 12-6 Highwaymen. And that is Randolph's first of the day and 3rd rushing touchdown of the season. 49 yards. So they had the 82-yard reception from Walcott, just now the 49-yard rush from Kevin Randolph, and now for the 2nd time today, this will be Liam Fletcher. There's a bad hold on the first one. No, they're going to go for 2. Lugo is back there with Randolph to try and make this 14. It'll be Lugo dumping it off, and it is incomplete in the end zone. So we have a 12-6 ball game with just 43 seconds to go in a very exciting first quarter. Don't worry. Okay, welcome back here to Hills, a 12-6 game as we approach the end of the first quarter. I'm Matt Merlino, joined by Aiden Berkowitz on the laptop tonight. That may be a problem. And we're going to have a Teaneck kickoff here. Another deep one from Jeremy Maloney. This one returned inside the Hills 5, and a huge tackle from Randolph to pin Hills at their own 15 now. My apologies, it was Parks on the tackle. And Hills is going to be at their own 15 now with 37 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break at the end of it, and then we'll come right back. Excuse me. Here is 1st and 10 Hills back at their own 15. Kaza, the quarterback, he's going to throw on this one. This one is caught by Cody Jones. Another great catch from Jones. Gain of 5. And here comes 2nd and 5 for the Broncos now. Coming down 20 seconds, maybe one last play in this first quarter. They're at their own 20 now, and they may just let this one run out. That's what they are going to do. So, at the end of the first quarter here in Montvale, our score 12-6. The Teaneck Highwaymen visiting Hills and leading by just 6 points. Welcome back. Start of the second quarter here at Hills, 12-6 Teaneck. This is a run on 2nd and 5, and it looks like it will be a yard short of the first down. Came from Jack Epstein, 22 for Hills, the sophomore who had 2 touchdowns in the opener against Mawa. Of course, the Westwood game, a 27-0 shutout, so no scoring for any Hills players there. This one will be 3rd and 1 from the 24-yard line, the Hills 24-yard line, and it's a big 3rd down for Hills here, trying to stay even with the Highwaymen. They're going to run it. They'll get the first, and that one again from Epstein, who's having himself a night on the ground. So a couple of runs, and that will give a first down for Hills at their own 30-yard line here. I'm Matt Merlino. Thanks for joining us up here on PH Athletics, your home for all Hills football this 2025 season. We were here for the opener against Mawa. We were at Westwood last Friday night. We're here, and next Thursday night we're going to be in Ramsey because Hills has a Thursday night affair against the Rams. This will be a run for Hamilton. He takes a couple of harsh hits and will maybe lose a yard. Looks like he doesn't gain or lose anything, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 30. This Teaneck team characterized as very physical, very athletic. They've showed that tonight. Quite explosive as well. We've seen on those 2 touchdown plays with the 82-yard reception and the 49-yard rushing touchdown for Randolph that has the Highwaymen up 12-6 now. So here's 2nd and 10. Hills still back at their own 30. Let's see what they can do with it. Lula in motion. And maybe somebody jumping. No snap, so no flag. The Teaneck coaches, some of them are on the field. Too far from the action to matter. It's another run for Hamilton, and he'll gain just a little bit on this one, but it's still going to be 3rd and long. Looks like 3rd and 8 now. And Teaneck is piling things on. Hamilton just hasn't been able to find a hole on those past 2 runs. And now it is 3rd and 8. At the 32-yard line for Hills, here is a very big 3rd down. Kaza with no receivers to his left. He's going to roll to his right and look. He fires. It was tipped up and picked off if it didn't hit the ground. And if it didn't, that was an incredible interception. It will be for Demetrius Owens. And now Teaneck will start at the Hills 48. Owens with the INT. And now Teaneck takes over with great field position. One-handed INT, mind you. Here is 1st and 10, Teaneck at the 48. Eight and a half to go in the 2nd quarter. Lugo looking deep. There's a man down there, and he did not make the catch. Incomplete down towards Owens, the man they always look for, and he couldn't make the grab there, so it'll be 2nd and 10 back at the Hills 48-yard line. So after the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now. Runner in motion. That is Darius Denmark. They're going to hand this one off to Randolph, and he is swallowed up. Plenty of Hills defenders getting to him in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, and now it'll be 3rd and 12 from the 50. They're going to call Alex Lula in there, maybe Aiden Gleason as well. And here is 3rd and 12 for the Highwaymen. Longest 3rd down they have faced all game. Down beyond the 8-minute to go mark in this first half. Low snap, handled, and given to Randolph. And look at this kid go. Kevin Randolph. It will be 50 yards for the touchdown. His 2nd straight TD, Kevin Randolph, with 99 yards combined on just his 2 touchdown runs. Unbelievable for the senior, who Coach Quan James told me pregame is looking at a couple of D1 offers. And all of a sudden, It is 18-6. They're going to go for two once again to try and make it 20. This one will be a Randolph run, and he will not get it. He was stuffed at the goal line, and we stay at an 18-6 score here. Well, Hills came in. They knew this is a big game. They really need a win here to try and re-energize their season after a couple of big losses against Mahwah and against Westwood. But right now, the explosiveness of Teaneck seemingly a little too much for the Bronco defense. We are back in Montvale. Here is the kickoff for Teaneck. And their kicker there, Jeremy Maloney. It's another big one, returned inside the 5. And now a chance to go. Look at this. Jake Brew down inside the 50-yard line and into Teaneck territory. It looks like they'll have him down at the Highwaymen 45. Exactly what Hills needed here. They'll have a great chance to try and get one back and get back within one score. 7 minutes and 15 seconds right now remaining in this second quarter. Kaza with two backs. I believe Epstein is one. Not sure the identity of the other. Maybe Carson Baffa. I think I saw a number 4 there. It will be Epstein on the carry, and he'll gain 2 after breaking some harsh hits. It'll be 2nd and 8. 43-yard line on the Teaneck side. Line of scrimmage here, 2nd down and 8. We are under 7 minutes to go in this second quarter. And let's see where this goes. Just one back for Kaza this time. And he has 4 wideouts, trips to his right. And he's looking over there. Kaza dumps it off. Intercepted over the middle. And it looks like 25... Bryce Phillip in there, the junior. 35, excuse me. That is Brandon Meyer, the sophomore. And what looked like a big turnaround for Hills has now gone right back to Teaneck. 1st and 10 for the Highwaymen. They're going to be at their own 43. 6:24 until the half. Lugo is going to hand this one off to Darius Denmark, and Denmark finds a hole and sprints free, and there's no man catching Darius Denmark. Touchdown, Teaneck. They did it again. Just one play on the drive, and this one was 57 yards, excuse me. I'm passing math, don't worry. 4th touchdown on the night for Teaneck. They're up 24-6. unbelievable, the explosiveness of this team. Their touchdown plays, their smallest one was 49. And we're going to get the average yardage on those to you in just a moment. 49, 50, 57, and 82 yards on those 4 touchdown plays. We're back. The average for you, we said we would get it on those 4 touchdown plays, 59.5 yards on average, and 2 possessions that have only encompassed 1 play. They started with an 82-yard touchdown run as this kickoff is squibbed a little bit and will be returned to about the 37-yard line here, 36, 37-yard line, somewhere around there. They had the Dayton Walcott 82-yard touchdown reception earlier on the first drive, and they just had the Denmark 57-yard rush. So explosiveness is what I think you need most in this high school football arena, and Teaneck definitely showing it tonight, looking for their first win against Hills. With our data going back to 2003, they've only played 3 times in that frame. The past 3 straight years, 22, 23, and 24, as we get a rush here from Jake Brew. There is a flag down in the backfield, so we'll see what that call is. It's a hold against Hills, so that'll back him up, but I believe they'll keep the down. We were talking about the head-to-head matchups. Hills beat them, Teaneck, in 22, 23, and 24. They have not played before that, but it looks like right now this year, this one's going the way of the Highwaymen, 25-6 on this Friday night. They will lose the down after the hold, and perhaps Teaneck even declined it. I did not see whether that was the case. Whatever the case is, it's going to be 2nd down and about 17 as Kaza dumps this one for Jacob Cherkis. And Cherkis with a nice move to find a hole and get a nice gain out to the Hills 44. And that'll make it 3rd down and short, it looks like. It'll be 3rd and 4 here. Bryce Phillip made the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Hills at the 43, their own 43. And there is 5 minutes and 21 seconds still to go in this first half. Third and 4 coming. Lula again in motion. 2 backs for Kaza here. He will keep it for himself and try to run himself out on the right side. Liam Kaza lunging forward, and he has the first down by a yard at the Hills 48. Great effort from the senior quarterback. It's 1st and 10 Hills. They're at their own 48 here. Under 5 minutes now remaining in this opening half. And this is Jake Brew, who is tackled behind the line of scrimmage on the jet sweep. Number 8, Jaden Castro, along with a couple of his teammates getting back there, including Kevin Randolph. And this will be a loss of 3, second down from the Hills 45 now. It'll be 13 yards to a first. Second and 13 now for Kaza and company. They'll hand it off on this second down, and again a tackle for a loss. 35, Brandon Meyer in there again. No gain, no loss. It'll be 3rd and 13 from the 45. 3:20 to go, and really nothing except for the nice second drive for Hills. That ended with Jake Brew's 6-yard touchdown rush. Nothing has come from the Hills offense tonight. Here's 3rd and 13. Kaza will dump this one for Brew. Brew with a couple of blockers, but still taken down by Randolph and Jack Daniels. He'll be short of the first down by 3 yards. It's 4th and 3 from the Teaneck 45. And let's see what the call is. They may be keeping the offense on the field here, but let's see. Offensive coordinator Matt Marini talking with Kaza, his quarterback. And it looks like they will stay on the field and go for it here with just 2 minutes until halftime. It is again 4th and 3. Hills is at their own 45, and perhaps the biggest play in terms of potential momentum. If Hills gets this, it could lead to a big touchdown drive before the end of the half, but it looks like we're just going to get a timeout. Maybe they were just trying to get him to jump off sides. Coach Lampert will take his timeout, and we'll take a break along. Fake punt for Hills. They got the flag, pass interference all the way downfield. Alex Lula drawing the penalty. I believe Randolph committing it. And Hills, with that call, is going to get a big win here. Now, unlike the college and pro ranks in high school in New Jersey, it is not from the spot of the foul pass interference. It's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, but it was 4th and 3 anyway. So Hills is going to get a first down, and they're going to be at the 30 of the Teaneck Highwaymen. 1:45 to go in this second quarter and in this first half. I'd say they're desperately in need of a touchdown, 25-6 right now. They're desperately in need of any score to keep their spirits up going into halftime. Inside 2 minutes to go. And after the fake punt, here is Kaza with Jake Brew in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep to Brew and instead give it to Epstein, who may only get one on that run. And that is all. So 2nd and 9 now coming up. 1:30 and counting to go in this second quarter. Hills with 2 timeouts remaining. Teaneck with all 3. They're at the Highwaymen 29 here, 2nd down and 9. Epstein again on the run, got a nice hole, but a great tackle from Randolph again, making plays on both sides of the ball here. Still a 4-yard Epstein and Hills gain. It'll be 3rd down and 5. They're going to be at the Teaneck 25 with just 40 seconds to go in the half now, and they got to watch that clock because that's running down. They may only have 1 or 2 plays if they don't get a timeout in here. 30 seconds to go. Hills still has 2 timeouts. It's down to 25 now, and it's 3rd and 5. Kaza sends Lula in motion. 20 now on the clock. Kaza looking to throw, rolling out to his right. Kaza fires, caught. Great catch after the hit, and this should be a timeout. Yes, Coach Lampert takes his second timeout with 13 seconds remaining. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for Hills. They're going to be at the 15-yard line of Teaneck. I believe Jacob Cherkis made the catch. And now let us see what Hills can do. 15 yards out from a score with 13 seconds to go in the opening half. Back on. We're back. So both coaches talking after or in this timeout. Marini chatting with his offense. I presume Coach Sequan James and his staff in the Teaneck huddle. You can see on the far sideline it has been an exciting first half in terms of explosive plays. Teaneck has had, again, averaging 59.5 yards on their 4 touchdown plays. They opened it with an 82-yard touchdown reception. And now Hills trying to respond. They only have 1 score today, a 6-yard touchdown rush from Jake Brew, his first on the season. Kaza looking end zone. There's some coverage there. Ball was too far. They'll rule it uncatchable. There was some contact. And now we'll get 2nd down. That one intended for Lula, I believe. So now 7 seconds remain. And they're going to go for a field goal here. Timeout for Teaneck and Coach Quan James. And we'll take a break with them. 32-yard field goal attempt coming for George Harcher and Pascack Hills. Let's see if he can get some more points on the board. Make it 25-9 here. He missed an extra point earlier. Harcher's kick is no good. Missed it wide to the left. And we have a 25-6 game at the half here in Montvale. The Teaneck Highwaymen leading Pascack Hills 25-6. Welcome back to Montvale, third quarter, ready to start. Our score 25-6 here. The Teaneck Highwaymen leading the Pascack Hills Broncos. The third game of the season for Hills. They lost their openers, their opening two. Mawa, they lost it 41-21. And last weekend they were at Westwood, lost that one 27-0. For Teaneck, they've also had two straight losses, but they did play in week 0 last weekend of August, and they beat Randolph there. Their only win so far on the season, 47-12. They lost to Dumont 20-14 and lost at Pascack Valley 29-26 in week 2. Both of those losses were in come-from-behind fashion. Valley came back and Dumont came back to win both of those games. So Teaneck, as things stand right now, on their way to win number 2 and trying to correct the ship, it seems, with a big game at home against Pascack next Friday night. Next Thursday night, Hills football is back in action. They're going to try an onside here, and there is a huge scrum for it. Let us see what the officials rule. They're pointing Hills ball. Crowd may go crazy. See? Teaneck ball. It was recovered by 52 Connor Cesar. And so the Highwaymen will start after the gamble from their own 45. Here, as we were saying, next Thursday night, Hills football back in action. They're at Ramsey. We will be there. Third league game on the season for Hills out of the 5 league games. Then they have Dwight Morrow back home on Saturday, October 4th. That'll be a 2 o'clock start. And that's actually the homecoming game. We hope to see some alumni back here. We're going to have food trucks up by the football field. It should be a nice day of action the first Saturday of October. Here is the first play from scrimmage of the second half. It will be a run for Jonah Flournoy of Teaneck, and he is taken down. Be right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10 now. I'm Matt Merlino. Aiden Berkowitz on the computer tonight. Thank him for making sure everything looks and sounds nice. And now Teaneck with 2nd down and 10 from their own 45. They're going to run it with Flournoy again. And Flournoy will be shoved out of bounds near the 50-yard line. I believe they're going to mark him at the 48. So here is 3rd down and 7. Teaneck at their own 48 after recovering the Hills onside kick to start the second half. But now the Hills defense with a chance to get a very big stop. Teaneck taking their sweet time preparing for this one, but now it looks like they're ready. 4 receivers, 2 to the left and 2 to the right. 1 back with Reese Lugo. And Lugo will look to throw. Fires incomplete over towards number 5, Aiden Pimam. And so it will be 4th down and 7, and the Hills defense starts the second half with a nice 3 and out after missing the onside kick. Teaneck back to punt. It will be a high snap. Punt almost was blocked, and now it will bounce backwards from the 35 down towards the 40. See where the officials have it. It looks like it will be spotted maybe at the 40-yard line for Hills. I believe that is right where it was downed, and that is exactly where they will put it. So Hills will take over their own 40-yard line after the tough bounce from Teaneck on the punt. 10 minutes to go to have been played in this third quarter. And here is the first possession for Pascack Hills in this second half. Big defensive stop, hoping that momentum will translate to the offensive side here. Kaza with two wideouts to his right and one back. He's going to send him in motion. That's Brew. They won't do the jet sweep like they had a lot in the first half, and that is a nice run from Jack Epstein to get things started. In this second half, it will be a gain of 8, second down and 2 over at the Hills 48-yard line. Great work from our chain crew tonight. Doug Goodman in there, I believe Jack Moran as well, a couple of our longtime teachers here at Hills. This will be a screen from Kaza to Cherkis on second down, and Cherkis looks like he just got to the line again, and it will be enough for a first down. Fresh set from midfield at the 50. From midfield, first and 10. Two wideouts to Kaza's left, one to his right. It'll be a handoff for Epstein. And Epstein with another nice gain of 2 yards. It'll be second and 8 now, but it does get the ball into Teaneck territory. They'll be at the Highwaymen 48-yard line now. Let's see, second and 8. Hills in Teaneck territory here. Kaza has had 2 interceptions and no touchdowns in the first half so far today. Trying to change that, but it looks like Lamps, Marini, and the coaching staff keeping it on the ground. And a nice gain there from Epstein. He'll have third down and 3 from the Teaneck 43-yard line now. Under 8 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Again, thanks for joining us this Friday night. Tomorrow morning on PH Athletics, 11 a.m., you're going to see some volleyball. The girls are taking on Saddle River Day, ending a quite busy week here. Monday, Wednesday, of course, tonight, and then Saturday. Next week, we're going to be off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. A little break with the Jewish holidays. Happy, I believe, Rosh Hashanah, is it, to all those who celebrate. It'll be a keeper for Kaza, and he is stuffed on third down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 3 from the 43. And this is about where Lampert went for it near the end of the first half. Let's see if the call is a little more conservative here. They tried to go for it, tried to get a flag thrown for offside, didn't get that, took a TO. Then they punted, or faked a punt, actually, and drew a pass interference call that gave him a first down and set up a 32-yard field goal attempt that was missed by George Harcher. I believe they will go for it here. They will line up as so. We'll see if they actually do so. It'd be, in my opinion, a little foolish. They are going to go for it. Kaza trying to just throw it deep, nearly picked off by Randolph, but too short for the intended receiver, Cherkis. And it will be a turnover on downs, 1st and 10 from the 43. Back to live action. And a rush of about 6 yards for Teaneck here. That'll get them 7, actually, and they'll get to the 50 to make it 2nd and 3. Looked like Randolph in on that run. And this will be Randolph again, and he's got room again. Kevin Randolph again, his 3rd touchdown rush of the game, and it's another 50-yarder. He's got 149 total yards on just 3 rushing touchdowns, not even including all of the others. 31-6 for Teaneck over Pascack Hills. Extra point is mishandled by the holder. Thrown to the end zone is caught for the 2-pointer. And this time I don't see any flags, so it's going to be 33-6. Denmark completing the pass into the end zone. And we have a 27-point Teaneck lead. We'll be back in just a moment. 5:24 to go in. Can come on back. 5:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. It is now a 33-6 Teaneck lead, and the Highwaymen well on their way to a first win against Hills in recent history. Hadn't played until 2022 and have played for 3 straight years since then. This one will be a touchback. And Hills had won all of those. The last 2 had been close, just 1-point games for both of them, but this one doesn't look like it. 5:20 now to go after the touchback. That will place Hills at the 20. And we'll try and see what this offense can do. They have another tough matchup with Ramsey coming up. And then they're hoping that the Dwight Morrow game on Saturday may help them right the ship. As Dwight also 0-2 on the season so far. They have Milburn this week, a team from down in Essex County. Kaza is back to throw. Jump pass towards Andrew Hamilton, and Hamilton is going to be wrestled to the ground. A helmet comes off, so that player, which is Darius Denmark, will have to come off for a play. I apologize. Instead, it is Jaden Castro, number 8. Hamilton with a gain of 9 on the reception, however, so it'll be 2nd and 1. And with under 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, Hills will be at their own 29 here on 2nd down and 1. Kaza facing some pressure. He'll tuck it and run. Liam Kaza chopped down by 27 Christian Justiniano. But Kaza's run still enough for the first. And he'll have a fresh set for Hills from their own 33. On first down, they'll immediately give it to Hamilton, and Hamilton lost the football. It rolled out of bounds before anybody could recover, and he may have been down anyway or caused by the ground. It will be a loss of 1, so here is second down and 11. Second and 11, 3:29 left in this third quarter. Kaza, another jump pass, somehow caught over the middle by Alex Lula, and Lula is thrown out of bounds. Flags fly. Hands are used to separate players, perhaps prematurely. And we will see what this penalty is. Probably a personal foul, but there were 2 flags, so we'll see if any of them will count for anything. Should be a first down for Hills, but let's check the penalty. Personal foul against Teaneck. So there you have it. First down for Hills, and that one's going to put them all the way in Highwaymen territory. That's going to put them even further at the Highwaymen 39. 3:19 to go in the third, still 12 to go in the fourth. Our scoreline still 33-6. And this will be a handoff for Epstein, who is picked up and wrestled down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 9 maybe. Looks like they're going to say he gained 1. So they'll be at the 38 now. And looks like we're going to have a Teaneck timeout here. Maybe some substitutions and miscommunication getting in the way. We'll take a break with them. Kaza back to throw on 1st and 10, a low ball that was caught by Cody Jones, and he's got a nice gain off of the reception. It'll be 3rd down here. 3rd and 4, it looks like. Down to 2 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. Kaza sends Lula in motion, and he'll roll out to his right. Nice lob caught by Lula. 1st down Hills, and a lot more down to about the 24-yard line. So a nice 6 or 7 yard gain there for Alex Lula. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 24. First down with 1:46 to go. This will be a jet sweep for Brew, taken down, but a gain of 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7 now. Here is 2nd and 7 for the Hills offense back at the Teaneck 21-yard line. There's the snap. Goes to Jack Epstein. Epstein trying to power forward, but he's shoved all the way back behind the line of scrimmage. He did gain about 3 yards, so it'll be 3rd and 4 here inside the Teaneck 20 at the Highwaymen 18. And we're heading down to the end of the 3rd quarter here. Maybe one last play in this 3rd period. Kaza with 3 wideouts. He gives it to Epstein, and Epstein falls near the line to gain, but a yard short, so it'll be 4th and 1 when we come back from the end of the 3rd quarter. Our score 33-6, Teaneck in front. Fourth quarter ready to get underway. Our score is 33-6. 12 minutes remain. Teaneck with a big lead here. Hills trying to get back in it, sort of. And a flag comes down here on 4th and 1 with Hills trying to go for it. They'll be backed up by a false start. And perhaps this will change the logic of Coach Evan Lampert and his staff. They're going to keep the offense on the field. Kaz is coming out. So is Cherkis subbing on for, I believe, Cody Jones. So now what was 4th and 1 is now 4th and 6. They're at the Teaneck 20, but they're still going to go for it. Kaza with trips right, one to his left, and a back with him, that's Epstein. He has to throw. Kaza fires, and off target, trying to go towards Alex Lula. Incomplete, and a turnover on downs. And the Highwaymen take over at their own 20, so we get into the final quarter of play. Again, we thank you for joining us here on PH Athletics, home for all Hills sports in the fall, winter, and spring. I'm Matt Merlino, Aiden Berkowitz, trying to work some things on the computer. And a nice run here for the Highwaymen will give them a first down from their own 35. Here's 1st and 10, Teaneck. Again at their own 35 here, and Lugo's going to hand this one off. And it's another nice gain for the Highwaymen. They're going to get down to the Hills 49 there. Believe maybe Jonah Flournoy on that carry. 1st and 10 again. And that is Flournoy again bursting through, taken down after another first down rush for Jonah Flournoy, and he's got a fresh set at the Hills 35. There's the snap back to Lugo. Flournoy again. He's got a lot of speed, this kid, the junior. Tackled at the line to gain. Believe he did get another first, and yes, he did. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Hills 25 now. First and 10, Teaneck at their own at the Hills 25. Flournoy again getting past one man, but forced out of bounds. And it's another Nice run for Jonah Flournoy and this Teaneck offense, which they have done all day. It's 2nd down and 7 after the gain of 3. Band playing Sweet Caroline right now. Perhaps the only highlight currently. 2nd and 7. Teaneck at the Hills 22. This is Lugo looking deep. He fires. There's guys back there, but it's incomplete. Closest guy there was Dayton Walcott. But it was a bit too far for him, and now it'll be 3rd down and 7. Teaneck taking their time here. Clock is stopped with 8:53 to go after the incomplete pass. Teaneck has been backed up after a penalty, actually, so that's why they were taking some time. And what was 2nd and 7 is going to turn into 2nd and 17. This will be a run for Flournoy, and he is taken down. A great tackle in the backfield. Looked like it came from Ethan Murphy, the junior. Laying down the hurt. No gain on the run. 3rd and 7 now. Just past the 9 o'clock hour. Hope your Friday night is going well. There's a snap. It will be a throw for Lugo, knocked down by Jacob Cherkis. Great play from the senior, and now it'll be 4th and 17. Teaneck at the Hills 32 here, so maybe a bit long for a field goal. Fletcher has not attempted a field goal yet this year. And they will keep the offense on the field here, 4th and 17. 8:05 remaining. And they are going to kick it. So this is Fletcher. The low one that is no good, too short. From too far out. Had it at about 47 yards there. And there you have it. 8 minutes to go, 33-6 Teaneck. Back here, and a rush for Hills from Jake Brew to start this possession at their own 20. And a flag flies at the end of the play. We'll see what this is. It was in the backfield, but late, and it looks like a personal foul against Teaneck. So it will be a new set of downs for Hills, and it will be from a good amount of gain off the penalty. See where the officials drop this one. Will be at the Hills 41. 7:51 to go. Kaza back to throw, dumps it for Brew. Brew with nice footwork to stay in bounds, then runs out a yard short of the first. It'll be 2nd and 1 from the 50-yard line. $7:29 to go in this one, and Hills was 2nd and 1. Snap to Kaza, caught. Alex Lula with a nice catch on the sideline. First down for Hills at the Teaneck 37. And they'll try and get this one going quickly. On first down, Kaza with two backs. He gives it to Jack Epstein, and Epstein taken down. Number 9, Jeremy Dominguez in there. And it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 36. A gain of 1 for Epstein there. Kaza back to throw again. A nice short pass to Jacob Cherkis. And Cherkis has a catch inbound, so the clock will run down to 6.5 minutes now. It'll be 3rd down from the 30-yard line, 3rd and 3. Kaza will hand this one. And right on the line to gain. See what the call is. It is a first down for Hills. A good run from Carson Baffa, the senior. And that'll give Hills a fresh set of downs at the 27-yard line now. With 5.5, Brew in motion. Kaza will throw. He had trips to his left. Dumps it off to Andy Hamilton on the line instead. And Hamilton has a nice run to about 10 yards and another Hills first down. They got it to the 16-yard line. And here with 5 minutes to go, Hills trying to get a couple more points here. Make it look a little better on the box score. 4:50 now remaining. 33-6 right now, but Hills threatening. This is Jake Brew, who had the earlier touchdown, nearly in there. He was knocked out near the 2-yard line. Let's see where they spot him. It will be 1st and goal, and he will get Hills to the Teaneck 2. Snap, rush, touchdown, Hills.
Touchdown Broncos.
And it looked like Epstein on the run. So 33-12 is our score now. Epstein with the 2-yard rush. Jake Brew with the earlier 6-yard rush. And here is George Harcher. Missed a field goal and an extra point earlier, but this one is good. 33-13 with 4:35 to go.
Extra point is good by number 59, George Harper.
And we'll be back for the final 4.5. We're back, 4.5 minutes to go. And here is the kickoff from Liam Kaza. It is squibbed off the ground, did hit a Teaneck player. And Hills with a chance to recover here. Did they? They did.
Broncos recover first and 10, Pascack.
Cody Jones got in there and made the recovery. So Hills will have it at the 28-yard line, 29-yard line of Teaneck. Here's 1st and 10. Kaza with 2 backs. There's a snap. Kaza's play action. Got it to Alex Lula. Lula with a nice run, and he's in for a touchdown. And it is 33-19 now with 4:20 to go. Lula off the 29-yard receiving touchdown. Extra point good, 33-20 now. Harcher with back-to-back extra points. And just 4:20 to go in this 4th quarter. Scoreline 33-20. here is another Hills kickoff. Kaza gets the ball, and he'll line up for it. Kaza will put it on the tee and get ready here for 20 still to go. And now we have an official timeout. Let's see what they have to get sorted. And now, after some lengthy conversation, we should be ready. They're going to onside, and this one is clearly recovered by Teaneck and Jaden Castro. So there you have it. The Highwaymen will take over. They're going to be at their own 42, maybe 43, somewhere around there. 41-yard line. So, after 3 years of Hills' dominance in this series, it looks like Teaneck will get one back as Randolph continues powering, and a flag flies at the end. It will be a first down. Let's see what the penalty entails. Personal foul on Hill, so it will be a first down anyway. And that'll just give Teaneck a lot better field position. Clock will continue to run, coming down to the 4-minute mark in this one. 4 minutes to go. And Teaneck's going to run this clock down as much as possible. Now the officials say get a move on. And it will be another Kevin Randolph run, and Randolph runs again into the end zone. His 4th touchdown on the night. But we have a flag down, I believe. It will be a hold on Teaneck. Perhaps a nicety. but nevertheless it will back the Highwaymen up and negate the touchdown. Still first down. It will be 1st and 20. And as you heard, Teaneck at the Hills 42. 3:16 to go. Randolph stopped this time. And he'll be gaining about 7 yards there. So we come down to 3 minutes to go. It's going to be 2nd down and 13. 2nd and 12, excuse me. And again, Teaneck just wanting to run out the clock this one. I don't think they're going to run up the score. Coach Sequan James and his staff showing a good amount of sportsmanship here. They have Pascack High School next Friday night. That's another out-of-league game for them. Their next league game is actually Week 6, October the 10th. They play Riverdale, then Paramus, and Bergenfield, and that's it for their league year. This looks like Darius Denmark on the run, and he's still going. That's Jaden Castro, and Castro is in for a Teaneck touchdown. No flags. That will be 37 yards for Castro, the junior. High prospects. And that is touchdown number 6 on the night for Teaneck. Looks like they'll kick for one with Liam Fletcher in 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. We mentioned the upcoming schedule for Teaneck, upcoming schedule for Hills. They have Ramsey next Thursday night. This one's short and no good, so we stay at 39-20. As we said for Hills, they have Ramsey next Thursday night at the Rams. Next home game Saturday, October the 4th. They play at home against White Marl, also known as Inglewood High School. And those are the nearly final two, the third to last and second to last league games. The last league game is also the last home game for Hills. That's against Dumont, Week 7, Friday night, Friday the 17th. They have a trip out to Dover on the 10th. That's in Morris County. And then down to Hoboken to end the regular season on October 24th. We await the kick, 2:02 to go. And it's squibbed, touched by Hills, then picked up and ran back to about the 32. Ball may have come loose. I don't think it did. And Hills will take over at their own 32. 1:51 now to go. And our upcoming schedule on PH Athletics looking like this. Tomorrow morning, we're live from the gym. Girls volleyball, the girls will take on Saddle River Day. That's an 11 a.m. start. Then September 25th, we're off Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday the 25th will be in Ramsey as football takes on the Rams. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. You'll watch that on tape delay if you'd like. Friday, 4:15 start for volleyball against Ridgewood. And then Saturday morning, 11 a.m., some girls soccer league game against Westwood there. That's our schedule next week. You can keep up by staying in tune with this PH Athletics channel. Keep up with all Hills sports. That's Jacob Cherkis off the screen pass from Kaza, and Cherkis has about 2 yards on the gain, 140 to go and counting. It'll be 2nd and 8 now. Deep pass nearly picked off by Terrence Dawkins, incomplete towards Alex Lula. And that leaves us with 1 minute 22 to go. Third and 8. Hills at their own 34. 39-20 scoreline. And once again, the look goes ahead to another tough game with Ramsey. A favorite for the division as that one overthrown by Kaza again towards Jake Brew. But then you have Dwight Morrow, week 5 that Saturday, and Dwight Morrow not off to the kind of start that we saw last year, lost to Monty Williams among others. And they're 0-2 so far, so if things continue, potential for that to be a winnable game. And then you have Dover, who Hills lost to in that heartbreaking 15-14 loss last year. It looks like we got a timeout before the punt took place. And we'll take a break along with both of these teams. And here we are. Punt team is on, 4th and 8 with 1:14 to go. You see the score 39-20 with Teaneck up. And that's Kaza on the punt down towards Jack Daniels, but it'll roll out around the 28. And Teaneck will get it back with 1:04. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. And we'll see if they just take a couple knees here and end it. 1:04 left. Think it may be victory formation time for the Teaneck Highwaymen.
I appreciate it, man.
And 1:04 to go. Here comes. Yep. It'll be a couple of knees, I believe. And then that'll do it. And now the officials are going to come over. Here comes the kneel, should be soon, Reese Lugo waiting. And now he looks ready. Clock is running anyway, and that knee will be the symbolizer of a 39-20 Teaneck victory. And both teams will hit the sideline. So we thank you for joining us here tonight. Again, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., we're going to be live for volleyball. They're taking on Saddle River Day. Our final score here, 39-20 for Aiden Berkowitz on the laptop. Everybody here in the stands and in the booth, and all of you watching, I'm Matt Merlino. So long. Next game for Hills is next Thursday night at Ramsey. We'll have that on a tape delay. So long from Montvale. Thank you for watching this presentation of PH Athletics. For more information, go to hills.pascack.org/